So hey guys, this is Anshuman again. Welcome back to my channel. So what we are going to understand today is where the market can make the momentum tomorrow and what trades we could have taken today. So let's look at the charts of daily time frame. We can clearly see that the market is near a support level and is taking support also on the 50-day moving average. As you can see, a green pin bar kind of candle over here. So the market is currently bullish and as well as near a resistance level. Market was bullish tomorrow, but today it was in red. So what we can expect from market tomorrow, let's look into the lower time frame and try to understand what we can do for tomorrow and what could have been done today. Just a second. Yeah, these were the levels which we marked yesterday, and we can clearly look that the market respected the levels, although this was not a level which was clearly respected by the market, but other than that the market respected the levels. So as we look forward, like this was, let's move into 5 minutes time frame, right, and try to analyze that what could have been done today. So let's take a pen. Just a second. We marked the levels yesterday and we can have a look at the markets right now. And as we saw, the market opened with a green kind of candle and it was a huge candle. So basically we don't have to go long if there is a very huge candle and as well as a gap up. So this was a gap up and a huge green candle. So if you would put your stop loss over here, and so your target according to 1:2 would go somewhere over here which is above the resistance level and which is not advised at all. So what we could have waited for the market to do something else, and there was a follow back near the previous day high approximately and a green kind of candle. So we could have gone long, but our stop loss would still be over here. So it's not advisable. Then there's a retracement and we could have gone long above this candle. So this was a good trade as soon as it crossed here, but it was a false breakout. As you can clearly see, the market reversed from there. Then it started forming the price action of a lower high, as you can see. Just a second. Okay, it was performing a price action of the lower side and forming a trend line sort of thing. So what we clearly know was, as the market breaks this level or maybe this level, to be more clear, this level, we could have waited for it till here or maybe this here. So let's not take this trade because it's very easy to look at the past charts and try to understand the way the market is going. But if we look at the levels clearly, we could have gone short over here. First trade could be this one, but it's a parabolic move, so let's wait until here. This was the perfect trade which we would have taken, right? This is the trade which we can clearly take. The moving average was lowering down, it was a retracement, we got a red candle, and this was a perfect scenario for a trade. For a trader, if you're an option seller, the market consolidated till here and you would have made some good money. If you're an option buyer, maybe not, but in this move you could have made good money. So now what? Now what's the sentiment of the global? What's the global scenario and the things? That's what we are going to look forward. What we can plan for tomorrow. So today we got one stop loss. Oh, what the hell? Just a second, guys. Yeah, we got one stop loss. We got one target. So first we lost a rupee and then we made a rupee. So we made 2 rupee. Minus 1 rupee is equals to 1 rupee. So we made 1 rupee. That is 1% if you're taking a percent risk on your account size, right? So although if you're an option seller, you would have some good capital and 1% is something huge. But if you have a small capital of 200 or 20,000 or 10,000 rupees, the charges would be huge and you won't have made any money. So yeah, you must try to make your capital a little bit bigger and that would help you a lot. So let's look at the global indices right now, and as you can clearly see, the Indonesian markets are almost 2.7% down. Australian markets, I guess they are closed, right? They are closed. And if we look the markets which are live right now, such as which market I was looking at, which was like in deep red. The Japanese market is quite good looking. I was looking at the market which was in deep red. Yeah, this one, Chinese market. Chinese, again, the dollars and Hong Kong market, they both are in deep red. And this China's 50 USD, I don't know what is the USD losing its value. I don't know about that, but yeah, you can see some reddishness over here. This, one of the most important markets, that is Singapore, a mature market where SGX Nifty also trades and which is also a very bad sign for our markets. It's right now at almost 3% down, the Singapore market. So we can expect a gap down opening tomorrow. As we look towards S&P 500, we got a gap down opening and a little bit of follow through, which is around 0.5%. down. As we look at Nasdaq, it's around 1.5% down, which is huge, right? It's open gap down, and most of the major companies are in Nasdaq only, such as Apple and Google. So yeah, the markets are looking bearish if we look towards the global sentiment, and Singapore market is also, I mean, I don't mean always, but also is right now bearish. So we can expect that tomorrow market may open gap down, and we may see a follow through, right? I'm not very much sure. If we look at the option chain right now, just a second, let's look at the option chain right now, what we can see currently. I mean, Bank Nifty. Yeah, there we go. If we look at the open interest analysis right now, the total calls written are 8,000 and puts written, well, I mean, OI of calls is 8 lakh and puts is 6.4 lakhs. But if we ignore these, right, these are far out of the money. Most of the times Nifty moves hardly 1,000% up, 1,000, I mean, I'm sorry extremely for saying 1,000, but if Nifty hardly moves 1,000 rupees up and down, right, or 1,000 points. So if we take the mid range, it may be the PCR put call ratio is almost same. So there's not much right now to see in put call ratio, but the opening matters a lot where the market opens. If we look now, the scenario of gap down opening can be, let's see the levels which are actually important for tomorrow. So let's remove this level, just a second guys, and take a box. I guess we get a box over here, right? Yes, we get it here. And let's mark this level, right? So this is a level which I think which market will respect tomorrow. Just a second. Yeah, this is what I think the market may respect this level tomorrow. I don't think this wick is going to help us a lot, so let's leave it. The rest of the levels are already marked, but I don't believe in this. I'm planning to mark a no trading zone, right? So we are not going to trade if the market is in any of these zones, right? The market is in any of these zones, I'm not planning to trade. But if there is a rejection from these zones, so yeah, the market looks bearish, and the last tip we can see the markets right now is this, right? Last support level. This is like the last one which market may respect. We can have a little bit of follow through, right? We should give it some space to breathe, because we do not want a false break, or we don't want to be trapped by the institutions in a false break setup. So yeah, these are the levels of Bank Nifty. Let's look towards Nifty. So what tomorrow? Maybe the market may open gap down. So if it opens gap down, if there's a recovery, if the market rejects the gap down, we can see a sell-off pressure over here, because, or maybe if the market somehow, I don't believe so, but if market somehow reaches this level, we can see a good sell-off over here, right? Because the market had a good sell-off from here. And these are the levels which it can be a double top kind of pattern if market reaches here, if it goes flat or gap up. And if it's a gap down, clearly we can see a little bit of retracement. Or if we get a good bearish candle, we will wait till here, to this level to break. We will not trade if it's a good gap down, right? And we are not going to take a good long position, I mean a heavy long position, because market is opening gap down. If it opens gap down, right? If it opens flats until here it reaches, we are going to sell, because the market is clearly indicating a downtrend. So that's what for the Bank Nifty. Now let's look towards Nifty. Guys, if you're learning anything and you got to know something new, or this daily analysis helps you, please give me a thumbs up, guys. It gives me a lot of motivation to make such videos, right? So let's remove, just a second, let's remove this level. As I said, this level is not going to help a lot you, because unless you're trading in a very small time frame, because it's just a wick and it was sort of a false break setup made by the institutions for retailers, right? So as we look, these are the levels which you were looking for. We could have traded Nifty on this breakdown with a consolidation, entry over here, exit before this resistance, entry, I mean, just a second, let me mark these levels. This would be your entry, just below this. This would be your stop loss somewhere above this resistance. This is a stop loss. This is your target. Simple. This is 1:1, but it's completely fine for an option seller. But if you are a buyer, this is also sufficient for you, because it was a parabolic moves. Option buyers have the advantage of gamma if the market is moving in parabolic move. Guys, if you want to know more about options and theta, gamma, delta, option Greeks, and how to trade options, I may make a separate playlist for this. But if you keep liking and subscribing the video, and do mention this in comments, right? Mention options. I will try to make as soon as possible series on this. So yeah, that's it, guys. What we are that's it what we have seen. Like, now go on to my channel and like and subscribe please guys, and this gives me a lot of motivation to make daily analysis video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing, because in stock market the one who earns is the one who learns. Thank you guys.